that was a little cool. I got to meet and hang. Oh fuck, her phone fell. Oh, what is that? What fell? Anyway, I got to meet with and hang out with a guy. Fuck, I don't even know his name, man. Shit, Eugene. I got to meet and hang out with a guy named Eugene, who apparently circled around the same kind of like haunts as me. He also was or is in motorcycles, right? Or at least worked with people in the motorcycle industry. With Jimmy Barinagan of all fucking people. Fuck that guy. Like, what a piece of shit. Well, I was able to, tell him about Jimmy and the way that he's duped and stole money from people. Even his investors, right? So that was interesting. That was cool. Beyond that, we were also able to kind of talk about politics because he's apparently very, 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 very passionate about what's happening, right? And I guess I guess sorry, I'm just still. That was like literally 5 minutes ago, and I'm still kind of reeling from or kind of I'm still a little flustered from my meeting with him, and it was very interesting. He had a lot of opinions, and I do want to tell this one story that he was telling me about how he did this one event just this past Sunday. He did it for a very, very fucking very low price. He did it for $300 essentially, right? It was a corporate event for a company called, I wanna say, PC something. PC. PC something. Anyway, Playcare? Pioneer Center? Payment collections, or something similar to that name. Payment collections, PC. They do shampoos, soap, all of that. Anyway, he was doing an event as a favor to a friend who is an HR intern at that place. So he was shooting, right? It was a solo prod, $15K or $300 solo production. He was gonna do photo, video, and same day edit video, right? So the people there was a team building. It was a team building, right? That's like the biggest part of this conversation is the fact that it's a team building event, right? And the people there are there to kind of have fun, joke around and kind of shoot the shit because they're off the clock. It's a team building. You need to build morale. That's the most important part about team building, right? It's team building, like communication, cooperation, and then of course morale within the team and the company, right? So it was a team building. So he was shooting for that event at a team building. His friend works for HR as like an intern. He's an undergrad. Okay, gotta stop for a bit. This car's like what I was saying the other recording. This car's got a fuck transmission. Anyway, team building. He was shooting, right? And a couple minutes into, or I don't know how long into the engagement, the CEO walks down. All the people here at this team building was, I guess to use his own words, he said, nasa laylayan ng lipunan, like the lowest of the low, the masses, basically. Not necessarily the lowest of the low, I wouldn't say that, right? But people who just need to work, right? Blue collar people, right? Blue collar. The CEO comes down, and you would think, right, okay, CEO's coming down to a team building, he's got a projector, he's got a laptop and everything, right? He was kind of he looked a little irked, I think, at the fact that there was no projector screen, but it was cool. CEO's coming down, it's probably opening remarks, welcome, right? Thank you for a great year, blah, 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 or whatever bullshit. No, so that's not what he did. Eugene was asked to not take a photo or videotape this next part, but he remembers it vividly. He was asked not to take a video of this next part, and the CEO opens with a huge graph showing how much money the company made this year. In a weirdly joyous yet insidious tone, he said, "We made 2.8 billion this year, 2.8 billion pesos that year. And it's we only made, sorry, I meant to say, we only made 2.8 billion pesos. Oh, god damn. Oh, just stopped out of nowhere. What the okay, anyway. We only made 2.8 billion. And can anyone tell me why? Right? And if you can tell me why we only made 2.8 billion, I'll give you 500 pesos. The insanity of a person to suggest to a bunch of blue-collar workers who barely make 15,000 pesos a month, the insanity to suggest if you're able to answer the question why we only made 2.8 billion pesos, I'll give you 500 pesos, right? That is insane. That's not even, that's barely half of a percent of what you're talking about. The two numbers you threw out there to a person who's only making 15,000 pesos is an insanely selfish, ignorant, and insensitive slap in the face to those people. But those people needed that money. They still tried to answer, right? Of course, no one's gonna fucking know why they only made 2.8 billion. To them, that's a good thing. To him, it wasn't enough. To him, it wasn't enough to, feed his family. Feed his family the luxuries that they want. To him, it wasn't enough to be able to provide the cars and the trips that his family wants. To him, it wasn't enough. To the people, they were confused. Why? Why the fuck wasn't this enough? And we think it's a good thing because you're giving us a weirdly facetious tone. So we try to answer. They tried to answer, right? And he keeps going. No one's answering it, right? No one's answering. He didn't actually say these things, but the tone was essentially to say it was I'll give you 500. You guys on a daily basis are retarded, stupid, idiotic, and a bunch of pieces of shit that I don't need. And for a moment, let me try to make you guys smart by offering you 500 pesos. And if you can answer this, if you can dance for me and try to answer this 500 pesos is yours. And of course, they'll never be able to answer. They'll grasp at straws. They'll try to reach for that 500, hoping, guessing, blindly, like dogs dancing for him. They'll try to guess. It goes on for about half an hour at a team building where morale has to be built at a team building. No one gets it. He finishes the presentation. He calls 5 people up to the stage and says, all right, one last chance. This month is September. From May to July, this was the change in the change in ROI or whatever he said. Tell me what the numbers were for July to now. If you can tell me that, at least that's the most recent data I've been asking of you guys. If you can tell me that, 1,000 pesos, I'll double it. 1,000 pesos is yours. Eugene was recounting this and saying as if the people were foaming at the mouths, hoping to get that 1,000 pesos. That little bit, that 1/15 of their salary that they could use to better their lives, to feed their family, right? To actually provide something that's necessary for another group of individuals, of another group of people. No one got it, obviously, and then the CEO clapped his hands once, put it together, loud, said in Tagalog, "Ano ba yan?" Closed the laptop. Before he left, he berated Eugene's friend, who was the HR intern, for not having a proper projector screen, for not having a stand for the laptop, and all of that. The words that Eugene heard were, "Why weren't you better prepared?" Then he walked out. Silence fell on the room. They didn't know what happened. They didn't know what to do. It was a team building. What's next? What were they meant to say? And I guess that kind of encompasses the social class gap, right? And not just the social class. It encompasses the most basic social issues that we're facing, right? It's not necessarily about graft. I mean, it could be. It's not about murder, killing. Right? And I know I've been harping about it for months, but the most basic thing that we all still are trying to figure out how to do, especially the ones that are way up there, is how to exhibit genuine fucking empathy. Common fucking decency for another human being. Why does it fucking matter that you only made 2.8 billion pesos? So what? It's already 2.8 billion pesos. It's way more than what a person would need in their entire lifetime. Why would that matter? It just sucks. But anyway, those are the types of sentiments that Eugene shared with me. And it was cool. I enjoyed it. I mean, I technically really didn't need this lens, but sometimes you know, things like that happen. Again, it's oddly serendipitous. Things like that happen so you can, you know, gain perspective, view or hear more stories. Because what is a life lived alone in a room facing a wall, if not an empty one? So I'm glad. I know it sucks that I had to spend like 14 grand tonight, just for something that I don't even believe in, which is my sister's event tomorrow. But I'm glad. I'm glad I got to meet Eugene. I'm glad I got to talk to him. I'm glad that I gained a friend. I heard a story, and got to be I got to spend a couple hours away from the, to continue the metaphor, away from the wall. And my fucking phone's blowing up. My boss is looking for me. That's fine. That's alright. Let's see. Okay. I'm concerned actually if my girlfriend, I wonder if my girlfriend's looking for me, and I feel like she might be, and she might be mad that I've been out this long, but it's okay. I got proof. I got proof that I went out. I got proof that I was talking to someone. I took photos every other minute of Eugene, just in case this comes up, right? So I'm very close to home anyway. Got a few Slack messages. I got a few emails to respond to. We'll see. What's this one? Oh, weird. And okay, so he signed. That's not on me. Yeah, cool. yeah, nothing else to talk about really. Oh, just a log of, so I can remember who Eugene is. Right, Eugene is okay, so I guess he used to be a chef that worked for Firefly Coffee. He built their entire menu, was told by him. Now he's left that and pursued a career in photography and videography. He has a small studio that does and focuses on product photography, small stuff, right? It's fine. He wants to do events less, right? He shoots with an A7 III. He has a 70 to 180 Tamron G1, right? Cool guy. His dad worked for DPWH in Davao. God, okay, transmission's fucked again. I think it's an electrical problem. Anyway, DPWH in Davao. He was the head of DPWH in Region 3, Region 12, which kind of sucks. So that's horrible. He's a big fan of John Manalo and always sends John Manalo long messages for some reason. I don't know. I feel like that also he was a big fan of my work, of course, from the person. What do you call this? Oh yeah, from the person coming out of the drainage canal along Adelantado and Villa Rufino, which we're coming up to right now. He also, what else is he? Oh, he's married. He's 30. He's also technically from Mindoro. He's from Caloocan. Just a few things that I'm trying to remember, right? Mindoro, Caloocan. What else? Oh, temporarily unavailable. Yeah, no, but this is, I kind of like this. This is kind of nice to be able to, ow, fuck, oh yeah, because the key is connected to my shorts. Yeah, no, I think that's pretty much it, man. I don't have a lot of things to say. And oh, we just entered the parking. We're in basement 1 now, so it does take a while. Let's mark the minutes. I'll try to do this one without using gas because no one's here anyway. So the gaps are pretty small between each column. It's insane. Oh my god, something's wrong with the car today. Before I go up, I gotta. Ooh, fuck. It's a little spicy. There we go. No gas. This is all just all neutral. It's all neutral. No matter if I put the gas, it's just I gotta brake a little. Oh, it's a little tight on the left. Oh, that's fine. Oh, we made it. We're coasting really slowly. Oh, come on, gravity. Bring this 2-ton car down. 3-ton? I don't know how heavy the Hummer is. Okay, this is still basement 3. Earlier, I made a mistake of parking in basement 3. I got very confused. And I parked right next to that Mazda that's about to come up. But remember, basement 3 has the train over there. Basement 4 is the end. And to get to basement 4, oh fuck! I had to turn real tight. To get to basement 4, there's gonna be a bike. Oh shit, what's this? Sweet hour. No, there's not a bike. There's a car that blocks that way there. Wow. I am enjoying video logging. And I guess as soon as I park, this is the end of the video log. Cool that I got a lens back. perfectly. So now in my repertoire, or at least in my arsenal, not repertoire, I've got a 85, which is what I bought today, an 85, a 50 Air, 20 Air, which is what I'm shooting on right now, and a 35. Yeah, you got good focal ranges. So the 35 and the 85 are both like the big heavy ones, and then the small light ones are the 20 and the 50. That's interesting. Cool. So we got a 30 and 30. Nope, that's just, it's a 50 millimeter difference between the 80 and the 35. I'm just gonna give this a little bit gas. 50 millimeter difference, 30 millimeter difference. I should have gotten, I think that's still good coverage, right? 20, 50, 20, 35, 50, and 85. 2 light lenses for travel. I did like the color reproduction of the 85, and I can always just crop in if I want to get 135. But it does give me a 14 megapixel image, so that's something to consider. Yeah. Well, how long did it take? 21 minutes to get back. Not bad. I do feel like I need to start working out again, honestly. It's been horrible. I don't feel so good in the shirts I wear. I look horrible. I don't feel good. I get winded easily. All right, cool. So yeah, I think it might really be a battery problem with this car. Just as soon as you, like, when you, again, okay, so the way it works, right, or at least the problem that I face sometimes with this car is an unstable idle. Sometimes it'll go wow, 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 wow when you start up the car. And it's definitely electrical if it's, you know, if it normalizes after a while. So the battery is unable to hold the charge and bring it over to the car through the alternator appropriately. Hence the lights sometimes going wang wang, right? And the battery also is unable to carry the charge to the throttle position sensor. You know, there it is dipping, and when it dips, the lights go. So I think that's the problem. Anyway, cool. There's another video log done. I think I did 2 today and then 2 yesterday. The battery of this really holds up. Wow. I mean, I'm just shooting HD, so that's fine. It's not really crazy. Cool. So now I got 3 lenses in the bag. I will remove, or will have to remove, the lens hood of this so I can make it fit. I don't think I'll need it anyway. Yeah. Ow, fuck. Cool. All right. See ya.